England is a country that is a part of the United Kingdom. It shares land borders with Wales to the west and Scotland to its north. The Irish Sea lies northwest of England and the Celtic Sea to the southwest. England is separated from the continental Europe by the North Sea to the east and the English Channel to the south. England is famous for many things: David Beckham, fish and cliffs, Big Ben red buses, black cabs, Oasis, Blur the Beatles, London and tea. England is famous for its long history. England is famous for its royal family. Windsor Castle is the oldest royal residence still in use. The Kingdom of England, with roughly the same borders as exist today, originated in the 10th century. It was created when the West Saxon kings extended their power over the southern Britain. It is a unique country made up of four nations: England, Wales, Scotland and the Northern Ireland. England, Wales and Scotland also make up Great Britain. Much of the north and the west of the UK is covered with high ground knife-edge mountain ridges separated by the deep valleys. The more money came into Britain, the more money they could put into their navy, which then protect the trade lanes, allowing them more trade, which meant more money. And here's a look to the best places to visit in England. Number 1. London. London, the capital of England and the United Kingdom, is a 21st century city with history stretching back to the Roman times. At its centre stands the imposing House of the Parliament, the iconic Big Ben clock tower and the Westminster Abbey site of the British monarch coronations. Across the Thames River, the London Eye observation field provides panoramic views of the South Bank Cultural Complex and the entire city. Apart from the Big Ben Buckingham Palace, London is famous for its status as one of the world's greatest cosmopolitan cities, with an incredible array of museums, shops and restaurants. It's also known as the interesting history in regards to the royalty, politics, arts and science and architecture. Internal and international accessibility. London has great importance due to its high connectivity. World network of financial centers. London has become the international financial center for Europe and is one of the three world financial centers alongside New York and Tokyo. Many global banks have headquarters here. Number 2. Manchester. Manchester is a major city in the northwest of England with rich historical heritage. The Castlefield Conservation Area's 18th century canal system recalls the city's days as a textile powerhouse, and visitors can trace its history at the interactive museums of science and industry. The revitalized Salford Quay dockyards now house the David Rebelskind Design Imperial War Museum, North and the Rory Cultural Heritage. The city is notable for its architecture, culture, musical exports, media links, scientific and engineering output, social impact, sports clubs, and the transportation connections. Manchester Liverpool Road Railway Station was the world's first intercity passenger railway station. Manchester is home to the world's longest running TV soap opera. Carnation Streets. In 1888, the world's first professional football league was set up in the Royal Hotel in Manchester. Manchester is a very important city in England and is often called as the capital of the North. During the 19th century, it had the nickname Cottonpolis because it had so many cotton miles. The middle of Manchester is important because of its network of canals and miles built during the 19th century development. Number 3. Bristol. Bristol is a city straddling the river Avon in the southwest of England with a prosperous maritime history. Its former city centre port is now a cultural hub. The harbour side by the M-Shed Museums explores local social and industrial heritage. The harbour's 19th century warehouses now contains restaurants, shops and cultural institutions such as the Contemporary Art Gallery. Bristol is a city steeped in history, best known for its iconic suspension bridge, thriving music scene and the flourishing street art culture. Bristol offers something for everyone, whether you are into music or museums. Perfectly placed, Bristol is a gateway to the southwest. Bristol was the first British city to be named European Green Capital. Bristol's modern economy is built on the creative media technology, electronics and the aerospace industries. Bristol is an amazing, lively and a fun city. It's perfect as it has many different areas with many different qualities. It can sometimes feel like 3 or 4 different mini cities all squashed into one, and they are all within walking distance. Number 4. Leeds. Leeds is a city in the northern English country of the Yorkshire on the south bank of the River Ire. The Royal Armouries houses the National Collection of Arms and Artillery. Across the river, the redeveloped industrial area around the Cell Lane is famed for bars and live music venues under converted railway arches. Leeds Market features hundreds of window and outdoor stalls. Leeds is famous for being the birthplace of many famous people, and the brand's Leeds United were once a top-flight football team which was dominated the sport for many years. As well as the famous names are to be born in Leeds, it has a rich industrial history and once produced much of the world's clothes as well as other materials. Leeds and the surrounding areas have a lot to offer families. Green suburbs, parks and good schools plus lots of countryside close by live in a family-friendly area. Henceforth, Chapel Allerton and the Laundry are all considered good areas for the families. Number 5. Bradford. Bradford is a city in the northern English country of West Yorkshire. Housed in a 19th century mile, Bradford Industrial Museum includes exhibits on the textile machinery, steam power and engineering. The National Science and Media Museum focuses on photography, film and television and has IMAX cinema. Lister Park has a boating lake and the Cartwright Hall Art Gallery with a space dedicated to local artist David Hockey. The city is already known as Industrial Revolution Boom town that gave the world textiles, and its reputation for some of the finest country restaurants in the UK is secure. But Bradford's legacy extends wider than that.